Very good afternoon to all the participants. Our speaker is going to join soon as he is having some internet glitch at there. Thank you. Dear participants, our speaker is going to join soon. Mahesh sir, am I audible? Mahesh sir, am I audible? Mahesh sir, am I audible? Thank you, Pawan sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So now it's clear.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Shall we
Okay.
start, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So just give me a moment, please. Very good morning to everyone. Well, I, Pradeep Kumar Verma, shall be the host for the day. I feel privileged to welcome you all on behalf of IIC Tirthankar Mahavir University, Faculty of Engineering, Entrepreneurship Development Cell, Faculty of Engineering, to this how to identify sources of funding for startup. Basically, we are planning for the session on angel investment, VC funding opportunity for early stage entrepreneurs under the aegis of Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. IIC TMU was established in the year of 2018 under Ministry of Education through MOE's Innovation Cell, MIC, in collaboration with AICT for higher education institutions. Higher education institutions to systematically foster the culture of innovation and startup ecosystem in educational institutions. This year, they are started the same pedagogy for school or inter colleges also. Today, we have Dr. Mahesh Kumar R. Prajapati, sir. He is a head Department of Financial Management, International Agri Business Management Institute, Anand Agriculture University, Anand, Gujarat, Bharat. Sir will share the thoughts on the topic. Dr. Prajapati have more than 14 years of experience in management in Anand, and he is more than 11 years of experience in financial management, managerial accounting, agribusiness finance, agri entrepreneurs to agrile engineering and agri IT students. More than 35 guest lectures delivered by sir, and he is also a ICR Net Center trainer. He is having a research project on Aggresso research project more than 13, ICR World Bank projects 1, and more than 8 international research papers, more than 9 research papers, 7 book chapters, and 20 more than 20 conference, seminar, and workshops. Sir also completed knowledge co-creation program, Young Leaders for India on agribusiness, agri-ecotourism courses at Federal of World Youth, Akita, Japan from July 17, 2018 to July 31, 2018. This program was organized by Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, under the International Cooperation Program of Government of Japan at Akita Prefecture, Japan. Total 15 members were participate from India. His development of a business plan for Dangi Adivasi Mahila Khaitut Utpadak Producer Company Limited in Dang district. Development of FPO for One Gujarat Organic Farm Producer Cooperative Society at Borevi. Train and consult around 50 startup owners. Train around more than 60 farmers and 150 line department officers. Invited as eminent speaker in international conferences come conclave, and organizing member of 5 workshops, 8 training including 10 days and 28 days summer schools. Especially if we talk about the startup, when someone has some idea how to start a startup, have idea for idea validation, then after the major key factor to run a business, to run a startup, to create a venture in a broad level, we need a certain fund. So by today itself, we are going to learn how we can get a certain fund for a new startup or early stage entrepreneur. Now, I request Dr. Mahesh R. Prajapati sir to start the session. Sir, please.
Okay, sir. Sir, my video is visible?
Yes, sir. Sir, video is visible.
Okay.
Actually, PPT is on the screen, but your cam is, I think, not working.
So, now it's working, sir? Or?
So slide is working, but your video footage is not available here.
So just a minute. Okay, sir, can I start without it, or
Yeah, you can, sir. You can. No issue, sir.
I think some issue is there. That is why, sir.
No issue, sir. No issue. You can
Okay,
start
okay.
this video also.
Okay, thank you, Pradeep sir, and TMU for inviting me as a speaker on this IIC program. And so, thank you for your nice introduction. The session which allotted to me for this is about how to identify sources of funding for the startups. And for this session, mainly I will be going to be cover each and every resources which are available to the new startups, as well as my main focus will be on angel investors and venture capital funds. As sir has given the introduction, so I will not going to be repeated. But yes, as you can see from the screen, that how to identify the sources of funding for the startups. As new startup will come, so definitely if a good idea is available, but without enough funding, that not me that particular idea will be fail. So, but obviously, the person or who are willing to start new startups, who are existing startup entrepreneurs, they but obviously with a different unique idea, with new innovative things, as well as if suppose they will go with the proper planning of that particular business, then but obviously they at the end they require the funds. And which are the funds they have to look after, that point I will going to be discuss. This is about the background I am making it. As we see, as in the introduction also, sir have said, at our Anand Agriculture University, we have the Agri Business Incubator Center. So around more than 50 startup owners I have discussed. So whenever they will come, so but obviously, yes, they have very good deals that what they will definitely do something different, and they come out with some innovative ideas. But the problem is that where to start the business, why to start the business, who will be their customers, what they will do, how they will do, which things they should have to come for first, when they have to start it, and to whom they will going to be approached. So yes, at initial stage, lots of problems are definitely there, and yes, problems if that is there, then and then the person can do something different. So always accept the problem and see problem as an opportunity. So definitely the person can do some innovative things. And when we see the lots of entrepreneurs, so yes, at initial stage they also have faced lots of problems, but they have converted the problems into opportunity, and they come out some with good innovative business. Like at initial stage, persons have idea like is here. I have given some of the segments that which startup, which business they would like to start, like fintech, media and entertainment, logistics, agri-tech, edtech, healthcare, enterprise technology, deep technologies, consumer service, electric vehicles. So yes, at initial stage, they have lots of ideas like this. Yes, here you can see around more than 20 or 25 startup at initial stage. Yes, something different in their mind. They have approached someone's. They meanwhile they have get the some technical assistance from the some of the persons, and then after they come out with some innovative businesses, like when we are talking about Paytm, Zomato, Make My Trip, Clear Trip, Snapdeal, Yatra, Mitra, Big Basket. So yes, at initial stage, definitely they have faced the problems, but meanwhile they have accepted the problems. They have come out some innovative way, and definitely they come out with some different businesses model. Yes, as I said, that problem is there, so we have to always see the different options. If you treat problem as a problems, they are the problems, but if you treat problem as opportunity, they are opportunity. They give the lots of ways, and persons once will taste the success as we see it, so definitely he will always go for the next step, and always they go for the improvement. Here you can see some of the innovative pictures, like a self-stirring mug, then the Stodas, then the doors with innovative ways. Then we can see the group bicycles. Then we can see the here the board. You can also see here the mug. You can also see here he says a flower pot. Here you can also see like one microwave ovens with the different aspects. So yes, at initial stage, persons should have to come out with some innovative ideas. They have to discuss, and then definitely they can come out some different innovative businesses. As we can also see here, the year on year, the unicorn are increasing. We can also see here the sector wise unicorn. So most of the sectors like e-commerce, fintech, enterprise techs, these are the three major sectors you can see. And meanwhile, you can also see from the 2015 to 2022, the number of unicorns are also increasing. And recent state like best performance, so Gujarat and Karnataka, and meanwhile in 2022 also Gujarat is best performance for the startup. Okay, yes. Now I will be mainly focusing on about my major topic about what are the final decision of investment in the business. Yes, the persons who have decided that yes, which business they would like to start, but then after what? एक बार मैंने बिजनेस कौन सा बिजनेस करना है वो तो मैंने सोच लिया, बट वो बिजनेस के लिए मेरे को पैसे कहाँ से मिलेंगे, कितने पैसे मेरे को चाहिए, that all the background information I should be have to ready with it. Then and then I can discuss that thing with some persons to whom I can approach. So what should be the sources of funds for the investment? As I said that even with $1 billion idea, a startup would not be able to succeed without adequate fundings. So yes, once you're ready with your business, which business you would like to start. So then after the next step will be that what should be the sources of funds for my business. Yes, here I can see this. I will going to be discuss some of the sources of fundings for the new startups like personal saving, friends and family, angel investors, venture capitalists, business loan, incubators, raise fund by winning the different contest, government scheme, crowdfundings. So these are the some of the sources of funds, finance for the new startup. First thing is about personal saving. So इंडिया में एक चीज बहुत अच्छी है कि जब भी छोटे बच्चे से ही कि भाई आपको सेविंग करनी है, एक क्या ना होम से वो एनवायरनमेंट ही बन जाता है, एंड दैट एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट दैट पर्सन कैन सेव फॉर हिज फ्यूचर. And as I said, that small drops of water one day make an oceans. So yes, at initial stage, the persons have creating the habit for the personal savings. So if that savings, if some unavoidable circumstances will be going to be happen with their family, as well as the persons do want, suppose he would like to do something different, then he can definitely use that his personal saving, like as I said, that small drops of water make an ocean. So here you can see from this picture also, as well as from this piggy bank, and then you can also save for the particular purpose also, like for the house, car, education, travel, some unavoidable circumstances happens. So yes, if the person do the personal saving, then yes, that person's saving will definitely help to that person's for starting his business also. So yes, as I said, that personal saving is one of the important sources of funds for the starting at initially stage. Here we can also see another sources of fundings, that is friends and family. So yes, at initial stage, the persons will come out some innovative ideas. Then yes, he can discuss with his friends, from peers, from his family members, and definitely as one of the words you can see here, your network is your net worth. If something different will come in your mind, so yes, the person can approach his friends, families, that these are my business. Miss, कौन सा मैं बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहता हूँ, वो बिजनेस कैसे चलेगा, वो बिजनेस आगे जाके क्या क्या कुछ कर सकता है, वो सभी चीज अपने फ्रेंड से डिस्कस करेंगे, तो डेफिनेटली दैट फ्रेंड कैन डेफिनेटली हेल्प. Okay, as I have learned that friendship is not about who you have known the longest, it is about who came and never left your side. So yes, it is another sources of fundings as a friends and family. Yes, here Miss first is personal saving and friends and families. Here I will see as a emotional attachment with the persons who are approaching, or as a borrower when you are approaching your personal savings, or when you are approaching your friends and family. So some emotional attachment is there. So but obviously the persons will definitely give some fundings that okay, but that funding is not at all enough. Yes, at initial stage or early stage, it's okay. But when the business is going to be expand, when business will grow year on year, so the persons having need more capital, and that is why they have to look after the different alternatives which can fulfill the capital requirement of his business. So yes, now before I will discuss to another sources of fundings for the angel investors, venture capitalists, or business loans. So before that, I will definitely going to be discussed that there is a pool of investors in the current startup ecosystem. You need to find the right which is fit to your ventures. Meanwhile, you can also know the types of business models they are interested in. Means when you are approaching to some of the investors, so you have to do some backup research that who are the investors, what is their needs, in which sectors they are investing, what is their hobbies, what is their past records, what is their profile, who are their friend circles, what is their business, different businesses. So you have to look after different things, and then after you should have to make out the certain list of all these things, and then you should have to start the approaching to them. So how you can approach later on, we will also going to be discussed. Another thing is, as I said, that do your research before you approach your investors. You will only get one chance, and you would not want to blow it off. Miss, as I say, first impression is last impression. So yes, when you will present your idea, so yes, you should have to come out with your innovative things. So as I said that this is the first chance. So yes, in the first chance, let them feel that you are capable of converting your idea to reality. Means you having the ability to turning business idea into reality. Yes, you can do something innovative which having the good potential for the future as well. Okay. So another point I would like to discuss here is that whenever you are approaching any investors, so yes, investors तो ऐसे ही नहीं बैठे कि वो charity के लिए बैठे कि कुछ भी आप प्रेजेंट करो कि ओके भाई चलो आ जाओ, मैं आपके लिए बैठा हूँ, आप ये कैपिटल आपकी अवेलेबल है, आप ले जाओ और आप कुछ भी करो. No, not at all. They are not doing charity. They are ultimately the business organizations. So yes, they will definitely see from the X-ray eye that yes, what is different, what is innovative in that particular business. So when I will going to be invest in their businesses, so what the return I will get. Because when we see, so yes, there are so many startups are there, but you can see within 1 or 2 years they may totally fail. So there are so many angel investors are there, venture capitalists are there, so they do not want to lose the money. They would like to get more return, and from they would like to earn more return from their businesses. And that is why here I will going to be discuss some of the points. When you, the businesses organizations miss as a borrower, when you are as a startup borrower, when you are approaching some angel investors or venture capitalists, so how you can present the different things, so they will get the whole ideas about your businesses, and you can convince them that yes, if the angel investors will invest in your business, so yes, it will be not loser, they will the winner. So yes, when you are presenting your businesses, so yes, you should be very much clear about your objectives. Which are the objectives you have planned, and for what purpose you have started that business? What are the problems you will going to be solve out? So you have to do some innovative things so they can convince about that things. Meanwhile, another point is about executive summaries. So what you do, how you will going to be do it, what is your revenue model, amount of investment needed in your businesses. So some of this executive summaries you should be ready with it. Another point is about scalability and sustainability. Yes, what is the scale of your business, and how, when you will grow your business, so whether it's sustainable or not. ऐसे बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप इनिशियली स्टेज में आते हैं, बट वो ग्रोथ के स्टेज में ही फेल हो जाते हैं. एंड मीनवाइल सपोज वही इन्वेस्टर्स ने वो इन्वेस्टमेंट के टाइम पे इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, तो एज अ इन्वेस्टर तो उनके तो पैसे डूब गए. तो it should not be happen in your case also. So when you are approaching your investors, so yes, you should be very much clear about scalability and sustainability of the businesses. Another thing is about company overviews. As I said that when you are approaching to angel investors or venture capitalists, so we can say that yes, it is an early stage. Means your business you have already established. So what is the types of companies? What is the business structures you have existing? Means how it come to be? What is the achievements? What is your future goals? So that things you should have to incorporate in the company profile. So it will be more beneficial. Another thing about this industry analysis. So what is the market overview about the business? In which business you are existing in industry? How many? What is the overall market size of the particular products? Who are the major competitors of your products? How you are different with your competitors? What is the innovative things in your organization which is totally different from the existing competitors? Product adoption rate from the customer sides, market growth rate, at what rate you are expecting that market growth will be increased year on years. Okay, another points I would like to say that about the customer analysis. Means when you are presenting your ideas in front of the investors, so yes, you also have to keep in mind about the customer analysis. Means who are our current and potential customers. Means how you can convince the potential customers. Another point is about what do customer do with our product. Another point is about where do customers purchase our product. Another point is about when do customers purchase our product, why do customers select our product, and why do potential customers not purchasing our product. So when you are doing the customer analysis, so yes, whatever the W question which I have put, you should have to be clear about that customer analysis. Because if your product is innovative, so yes, that acceptance rate is also there, but how it is different, you should also have to convince the customers. What is the next points when we are going to discuss about the marketing plan of your product? So yes, how you will publicize the your product, what should be the price of particular product, which you meanwhile you can also compare with the customer, also compare with the competitors also, which are the strategies you will going to be implement, what should be the sales promotion ideas you are presenting in front of the investors, how you having the relationship with the public, so public will accept it, because one of the major thing is about how the organization is making the relationship with the customers that matter a lot. You can also see about the one of the startup is about the car Dekho. Miss sometimes ago I was reading one of good articles about the car Dekho startup, and yes, miss the way the review which customers are giving. So one of the major point which is coming out about the public relation means they continuously taking the feedback from the customers that what kind of problems they are facing, is how what kind of more and more services they would expecting, so they can incorporate and they can give the best to the customers. So always the public relations, then product placement, where you can produce your product. Yes, one of the recently the startups started this Hope Charge. Is that Hope Charge is one of the startup which providing the electric vehicles charging facilities. So yes, and we can see that now day by day the electric vehicles number is increasing. So yes, they have identified the one of the good opportunity to providing the services to the customers about the charging the vehicles. So where you can place your products, so customers can rely on you, customer can get the maximum benefit you. And yes, in the futures definitely some competitors will definitely come. We never say that yes कोई भी future में competitor हमारे business में नहीं आएगा, ऐसी expectation हम कर ही नहीं सकते. Yes, always organization have tried to give the best to the customers, and if your customer is satisfied, so definitely they can also attract new customers. So yes, it's we can say also direct marketing of the products. Meanwhile, we can go also market research of the things, how you can advertise your products. Means you can also use the different medias for the advertisement, how you can brand your products. It's matter a lot. So customer analysis, marketing plan. Another points about the operation plans, who, what, where, how, and how much different kinds of activity you will going to be carried out. So how you will going to be do the operating activity, it should be mentioned in the operating plan. And yes, another major point, they are interested in about your management teams. Means when you are presenting your ideas, so they will definitely, first of all, will definitely going to ask as a startup owners, your background, what is your qualification, what is your past records, who are who are the different team members in your businesses, what is their profiles, what is their past experience, what is their qualifications, whether they have done something innovative in the futures, whether they have won any good awards. Means they definitely check each and everything which is different, and how effectively as a when you are approaching the investors, so how effectively you are presenting your teams, it will matter a lot. Another point is about the financial plan. As I said that a marketing plan is there, so another operation plan is there. So another plan is about the financial plan. So in the financial plan, revenue models, which are the different activities you will going to be carried out, so you can earn very good amount of revenue. So you have to show the different revenue models कि भाई कौन सी अलग-अलग जगह से आपके पैसे earn होंगे. Meanwhile, financial highlights, precise projection of revenue. Meanwhile, as a startup owners, when you are presenting your idea, so yes, what is your cash flow, what is the profit and loss, what is the balance sheet. In the balance sheet, when they will refer, so what are the different sources of fundings available for the existing business, कि भाई आपने खुद के पैसे कितने लगाए हैं, से बाहर से कितने पैसे लगाए हैं. Meanwhile, आपने कोई बैंक से लोन लिया है या नहीं लिया है, दूसरी आपकी लायबिलिटी कौन सी है. Meanwhile, they can also see कि भाई existing आपकी assets कितनी अवेलेबल है, फिक्स assets कौन सी अवेलेबल है, करंट एसेट्स आपकी कौन सी अवेलेबल है, तो जैसे कि लैंड है, लैंड इंप्रूवमेंट है, इक्विपमेंट है, फर्नीचर है, गोल्ड है, आपकी बिल्डिंग है या मशीनरी है, व्हीकल्स है, सॉफ्टवेयर है, पेटेंट है या कॉपीराइट है। तो आपकी जो फिक्स एसेट्स कौन कौन सी है, और मेन वाइल सपोज यू कैन ऑल्सो सी एज अ कैश बैलेंस कितना है, बैंक बैलेंस आपका कितना है, आपके पास रॉ मटेरियल कितना अवेलेबल है, फिनिश गुड्स कितनी है, अकाउंट रिसेबल कितने हैं। मेन वाइल यू कैन ऑल्सो हैव टू अप्रोच देम कि भाई these are the things available with me. Meanwhile, what are the how much funds you are required. Meanwhile, you are also have to explain them कि भाई सपोज आपको 100 रुपया चाहिए, तो 100 रुपये में से आप खुद के पैसे आपके बिजनेस में से खुद के पैसे कितने लगाओगे, आप दूसरे के बिजनेस में आप जो भी इन्वेस्टर्स को अप्रोच करते हो तो वो कितने पैसे आपके बिजनेस में इन्वेस्टमेंट करे। मान लो कि आप पूछोगे 100, तो बट ऑब्वियसली at initial stage they will say no, but yes, at initial stage you say that out of 100 rupees just 30 to 40 rupees I will invest from my own pocket. So but obviously they will also say कि भाई नहीं चलो ये भी पर्सन अपने पैसे भी कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा है कि जिसके बेस पे वो पैसे से वो खुद का तो रिस्क ले ही रहा है, मेरे पैसे भी वो डुबाए नहीं। With your innovative presentation of the each and every asked question which I have discussed, just I'm going back. Miss, what do investor expecting? Miss, what are the objectives of your business? What are the problems you will going to be solve out? What is the executive summaries? What is the scalability and sustainability of the existing business? What is your company overview? Industry analysis में आपने क्या explain किया है? Customer analysis में आप क्या present कर रहे हो? Marketing plan में आप क्या present कर रहे हो? ऑपरेशन प्लान में आप क्या प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, हु आर द टीम मेंबर्स, व्हाट इनोवेटिव टीम मेंबर्स कैन डू फॉर द with innovative business ideas. Yes, meanwhile, as I said that in financial plan also revenue model, financial highlights, total funding requirements, how you can utilize that funds, and what should be the capital structures you are expecting from your customers, from your investors. Okay, so these are the ones, if you give the clear-cut idea to the investors, then definitely angel investors will convince and they willingly invest in your invest in your venture. So yes, first we have discussed personal saving. Second points we have discussed about the family and friends. Now third is about the angel investors. Yes, when we are talking about the angel investors, so just when we go about the history of angel words first time used, so the term come from the day when big theaters in the USA used to get monetary help from wealthy individual to run the theaters and their operation. They used to call this individual as an angel, and the term angel investor was later coined by the William Wetzel while conducting a study on how business gather the capital. Miss, again, you can see here the sources of fundings at the time the term is used. As we see, the angel investors are the high net worth individual put their money into small and medium sized business or startup, and angel investors typically obtain ownership in the new company in exchange for their supports. Means angel investors are definitely who are the very good wealthy persons, some of the industrialists who having the wide experience in the businesses, and they are willing to invest in the businesses. So yes, some of the points how to become an angel investors. So angel funds in India are regulated by the SEBI under the umbrella regulation for the alternative investment funds, and the AIF regulation has set out certain conditions which have to be satisfied by angel investors. Like this is the investor must have net tangible assets of at least 2 crore excluding the value of his or her principal residence to qualify an angel. Or if the investor is corporate body, then it must have net worth of at least rupees 10 crore rupees. So yes, it is regulated by the SEBI. Another point is about how much an angel investors invest. So between 5 to 2 crore rupees. Okay, they just invest, and in the as I said, that more eggs in different baskets, so it's maybe different to different countries. So in the US, angel investment usually range from $25,000 to $1 lakh in the company. To in small case, the amount may be differently. But yes, here some of the points are given. But yes, if they are interested, so they may be provide good support. Yes, when we see about the steps in the angel investing process, so generate deal flows means when you are representing your ideas in front of the your investors, so they just then out screen out the business कि भाई आप कौन सा बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हो, वो बिजनेस का फ्यूचर क्या है, वो बिजनेस की स्केलेबिलिटी क्या है, वो सस्टेनेबल होगा या नहीं होगा. दे विल डू एज वन ड्यू डिलीजेंस. मींस आपके बिजनेस को वो एक्सरे आई से देखेंगे कि भाई आपका बिजनेस आगे चल के क्या कुछ कर सकता है. Yes, because why? Because all the angel investors who are willing to invest in your business, because they all are the very good industrialists, very good businessmen. So yes, they having the wide scope, wide ideas about the different business sectors, and yes, they can मिस आप कैसे आपका आइडिया प्रेजेंट करते हो, किस चीज पे आप फोकस करते हो, हर एक पॉइंट पे वो अपनी बारीकाई से देखेंगे और उसके बाद ही वो कुछ इनोवेटिव आपको उनको लगता है, then they will agree to providing the funds. So once they agree the term sheets, so they go for the agreements, raise the money, finalize the legal documents and close the deals. Yes, another points, when angel investors you are approaching and once they are convinced to fund, so ये क्या बोलते हैं कि भाई उनके साथ उनके बहुत सारे बेनिफिट भी आपको बिजनेस को मिलते हैं. Just like sources of capital is one of the benefit you are getting, but meanwhile, as I said, that they are having the wide experience in the business, so they will provide as your mentor, advisor. So working ad hoc with the funding teams, providing advice, support, and extend point of views. They having the wide networks, so they can also providing the network benefit कि भाई आप किसको अप्रोच कर सकते हो, किस हिसाब से आप अप्रोच कर सकते हो, किस किस जगह से आप आपका बेनिफिट ले सकते हो. As I said, your network is your net worth. If you are using the network, so definitely the persons can definitely get some innovative businesses. They can also help in the recruitment also for finding out the very good talent. They are also providing the personal relationship and marketing. They can also provide their technical assistance as an expert. They can also suggest as board members, and they can help in taking all the kind of decisions. But yes, how it's agreement between angel investors and the startup owners. Meanwhile, as I say, ये तो मैंने आपको positive चीजें दिखाई, but sometimes it might be possible that the business owners are not expecting every time angel investors should have to interfere in their business operations. So yes, it should be very much clear in the terms and agreements that how they can get the benefit of the angel investors, because angel investors are the persons who having the very good access capitals. They are willing to invest in your business, but whether they are once they convince that yes, they will providing that these are the best facilities, so startup owners are willing to accept it or not, because in every case it's not possible. Okay, so these are the points as an angel investors you are these are the different rules they can perform. Here some of the angel investors view about their expectations. So just I will read out some of the under 2 to 3, like Siddharth Kothari. So how the team respond to your user feedback and the level of customer services they provide, this matter a lot. As I said, customer feedback, it's matter a lot. Another is about Vikram Chakra, says experience and angel can play a very special role by acting as a trusted counsel to founders on an issue like appropriate dilution, key hires, and avoiding fatal mistakes. Meanwhile, you can also see like Paula Marwal. So I have seen that women entrepreneurs have better empathy, communication, and commitments required to build a company. So go out and, as they say, just do it. So these are the some of the views about their expectations. Yes, I have some of the angel investors. I will going to be discuss one by one about their profiles also. So you can see here, but yes, just I'm go back about some of the points. Miss, who are the angel investors? How they can become the angel investors? What amount they invest? What is the procedures between the startup and angel investors, and what are the how angel investors help to the startups? What is their views? Now, as I said that आप कोई भी एंजल इन्वेस्टर्स को अप्रोच करते हो तो उससे पहले आपको एक लिस्ट बनानी है कि कौन से बिजनेस आप इनोवेटिव लेके जा रहे हो, कौन से एंजल इन्वेस्टर्स है कि जो इन्वेस्टमेंट करना चाहते हैं. तो इन्वेस्टमेंट्स मींस हु आर द एंजल इन्वेस्टमेंट इन्वेस्टर्स, व्हाट इज देयर interest areas, what is their personal profile, what is the business profiles, who are their friend circles, means in which different sectors they have invested. So these are the some of the background information you should have to collect, and then accordingly you can approach to the angel investors. आप ऐसे ही नहीं कि कोई भी angel investor को directly आप approach करेंगे और वो convince हो जाएगा. Yes, you have to do some backup research about it. You have to make some of the information about it, and then after you can also meet in the different business events, and in that business events, if you can convince them to just put your presentation, so definitely they can convince. Yes, you can approach to different channels also. So like here Ranjan Andana, so major domain he invests is big data analytics, online healthcare, mobile commerce, consumer internet, digital media. Their past investment, you can see to whom they have provided the fundings. So Instamojo, Travel Khana, then Explera, Social Corps, Lush Ventures, LBB, Opexo. You can also see here Anup Mittal. So you can also see that in the which are the sectors they are investing, like technology, consumer internet, mobile, healthcare, SaaS. You can also see here the past investments: Hackath, Driverg, Care Capitals, Race Ventures, Ola Caps. You can also see UST Mohandas Spice. So technology startups, consumer internet, medias, Zoomcar, Jimber, Your Story, Farsant, Karyan. You can also see here another Mr. Girish Mathurudam, Miss SaaS, customer support, enterprise softwares, consumer internet, education, content and listing platforms, Whatpix, The Can, Innovate, Go Bumper and iService, Unacademy, Factor Daily, Incomonk, The Can Jar. Is some of the these are the ideas which why I have discussed these are the things. Is before approaching to the angel investors, yes, you should have to, as again I will repeat it again, you should have to check the background about the angel investors, means in which businesses they are investing, what is their hobbies, what are the businesses, okay, and what is their past investments, what is the past investment experience. Because as I said कि भाई businesses तो बहुत सारे आते हैं, और उसमें से बहुत कम सक्सेस होते हैं. तो सक्सेस होने का रीजन क्या है, यू शुड हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई इट, एंड देन आफ्टर इफ they again say these are they all are not for the charity purpose, if you go for, you can approach them definitely, that definitely they can provide funds. But when they see something different, something unique, something innovative in your business ideas, then and then they can invest, because they see the future कि भाई आज के डेट में मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा हूं तो फ्यूचर में ये पैसे का मेरे को कितना रिटर्न मिलेगा, क्योंकि रिटर्न नहीं है तो they will definitely the chances of convincing is very less. So you can also see Mr. Dheeraj Jain. So you can also see the past investments: Mapper, Burger Singh, Sadi Saga, Udesk. Then you can also see here Sandeep Tandon, Anand Lasaria, then Jihan Hayat. You can see that Razorpay, INC42, Tap Hero, Yon Academy, Fabilo, yeah, Giblon, Asiatic, Oyo Rooms. You can also see at the Wealthy, QYK. Means these are the different their interest, and once they convince, yes, they may be the chances of investment may be more. Another sources of funding is about venture capitalists. So first point I will just say that first personal savings, second point is friends and families. But yes, when you directly moving from friends and family to angel investors, so you should be more professionals when you are presenting your businesses ideas. आप छोटे स्केल में जब बिजनेस करते हो और उसके बाद वही बिजनेस आप थोड़े बड़े स्केल में ले जाने के लिए स्टार्ट होते हो, तो यस यू शुड बी डिफरेंट व्हेन यू आर अप्रोचिंग टू द प्रोफेशनल पर्संस, बिकॉज़ यू वो ऐसे चैरिटी के लिए तो बैठे ही नहीं है, पैसे आप दोगे तो क्यों दोगे, वो द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट why I should invest in your business. So yes, if your answer is effective, then definitely the chances of investment is more. And you can see also vice versa. Another point is another sources of funding is about the venture capital. You can also see simultaneously venture capital fund also. So venture capital is a financial tool for company and investment vehicle for wealthy individual and institutional investors. Wealthy investors like to invest their capital in startup with the long-term growth perspectives. Again, investors who are investing, if they are known as a venture capitalist. And as per the regulation of SEBI, venture capital funds regulated in 1996, it will be governed as a venture capitalist fund. Now, funding process for the venture capital is raise money from the bank and corporation funds. Again, वो कैसे पैसे रेज कर रहे हैं, और when they are investing in your business as a borrower, when I will be approached to the any venture capital firm or venture capitalist, so again they will go for the X-ray eye, they will check each and every aspect which I have discussed earlier, and then कि भाई आपका फाइनेंशियल प्लान क्या है, आपकी मार्केटिंग प्लान क्या है, आपके डिफरेंट बिजनेसेस आप जो भी करना चाह रहे हो, तो रेवेन्यू मॉडल उसके कितने हैं, आपकी मैनेजमेंट टीम में मेंबर्स क्या है, उसका पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, आपके एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेसेस की आपके कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट है, कितने पैसे आप किस किस जगह से लिए हैं, आपकी एसेट्स कितनी है, आपका कस्टमर्स कौन होंगे, फ्यूचर में आपका क्या प्लान है, दैट ईच एंड एवरी एस्पेक्ट्स दे विल डेफिनेटली आस्क द क्वेश्चंस. Meanwhile, they can also apply their own sources before providing the investments. So venture capital have the power to influence the decision making in the company, monitoring its process before releasing additional funds and guide for the businesses. The investors having also maybe if suppose they in the future, another point I will also ask, I will discuss that yes, once you are convinced them that yes they invest, but some stage will also come in the business, they maybe go for the exit from the businesses. So how you can share your business, providing the ownership as an equity or as a some returns. So in the future they may be exist, they may be sell their own shares to someone, and then through this they can also exist. Another way is that merger may be happen, acquisition is happen, or suppose some organization is come out with the IPO, so they can sell their shares. So these are the different ways of exit of their fundings. So here some of the top venture capital firms are there. Again, as I said, that when you are approaching to some of the venture capitalist fund, so what is their past, to whom they have sponsored the funds, then meanwhile which are the aspects they are looking, if the persons will do the research on it and later on they approach it, so it will be one of the additional things which can improve the chances of investment, or you can get more funds from the venture capital firms or from the venture capitalists. So you can see here one by one we will going to be discussed, but here you can see all here Cisco Capital India is a top investors by volume in the so here you can see here the secure is like in which sectors they are providing the funding. So focus on energy, financial, is fintech, we can say health tech, then healthcare, internet, mobiles, outsourcings, and technology. We can also see here the Bloom Ventures. So you can also see here like EdTech, businesses product, business services, biotechnology, clean tech, deep tech, edutech, fintech, future of works, gaming, health tech, media, mobility, real estate, retail, social, SaaS, and travel sectors. So these are the different sectors in that they are willing to invest. So these are, we can say कि भाई उनके existing किस किस को उन्होंने स्पॉन्सर किया है, meanwhile वो किस किस सेक्टर में इंटरेस्टेड है. बिकॉज जैसे मैंने बोला कि हम जो भी आइडिया रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं तो वो तो वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट से जो फॉर्म बन रही है, दैट इज द डिफरेंट पर्संस हु हैव द वाइड एक्सपीरियंस इन द बिजनेसेस. सो आपके सामने वहां आपके सामने जो बैठे हैं वो आपसे ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस लेके बैठे हैं, तो वो अलग अलग एंगल से आपके बिजनेस को टेस्ट करेंगे और उसके बाद ही वंस यू कैन कन्विंस then and then they are ready for investments. As I say, SaaS, so software as a service, consumers and enterprise, IT, healthcare, fintech, securities, media, business product, services, then elevation, so consumer internet, fintech, SaaS, apart from emerging theme as a Web3, cryptocurrency. You can also see as a Tiger Global, Matrix Partners, Calderi Capitals, Nexus Venture Capital, like consumer product, consumer service, IT, e-commerce, big data, B2B payments, SaaS, Internet of Things, TMT, artificial intelligence, machine learnings, technology-based sectors, then data storage, internet or wireless sectors. Which are the emerging areas are coming? They are more and more. You can see from the different areas where they are willing to invest. But in meanwhile, in your business, something different should be there. Then and then you can convince them, and they will. The chances of investment may be more. You can receive. You can also see here like an Indian angel networks. So agriculture, education, e-commerce, hospitality, healthcare, retail, mobile, IT, gaming sectors, then Omidyar Network India's, so digital identity, education, emerging tech, financial inclusion, governance, citizen engagement, properties. So these are the different venture capitalist funds, and these are the different sectors where they are willing to invest. So these are the points which you should have to keep in mind while approaching to the venture capitalist. Yes, here I would like to show you one of the life cycle of investment of angel investor and venture capitalist. Later then you can also go for the private equity debt investment. But yes, you can see here the seed. What is your break-even point? At initial stage, your own fund is there, fund families. The role of angel investor will come at seed and early stage. Then venture capitalists will also come in the picture as early and mid expansions. Then you can also go for the private equity. Okay, so these are the different life cycles of the businesses, and you can have the role of angel investor and venture capitalist will come in the picture. Yes, another sources of funding is about the business loans. As I said, that first is personal saving, friends, family, angel investors, venture capitalists. Next is about the business loans. So different financial NBFCs are willing to provide the fundings to the startups. But again, if whatever the points I have discussed earlier, that what investors are expecting from you. So if you are willing to give each and every answer in a perfect way, then yes, same points will definitely going to be asked by the business, this finance, commercial or banking and non-banking NBFCs also. Like what is your credit, past credit, if collaterals are there, so whether you are willing to give it or not, what is your assets, what is your liabilities, okay, what is your existing business cash flows, profit, what is the balance sheet, what is your assets, what is your liability, what, how you will going to be approach in the future, what should be your future goal, how you can convince your customers, what should be the market, what should be the market size, what should be the acceptance rate, what is the growth rate of your existing business, existing company, existing industry, in what is the since how many times you are in that business, whether if liabilities are there, so which are the liabilities, whether you have taken any loan from any financial institution or from any non-banking financial institution, कितनी amount ली है, तो आपकी पेमेंट की भी वो हिस्ट्री देखेंगे कि भाई आपने पास्ट में पेमेंट किया है ना, या आपने इंसॉल्वेंट किया है, so that all the things they will going to be checked कि भाई आप जो बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो वो किस इंडस्ट्री से बिलोंग करता है, वो इंडस्ट्री का फ्यूचर क्या है, that means you should have to convince. And once again, when you are giving your presentation, so the persons who are as an evaluator, but obviously they are having the vast experience in that particular sector. So again, if they convince, they are willing to provide the business loans from, you can approach from, there are so many commerce banks are there, non-banking financial institutions are there, they are willing to providing the funding to the new startup. But yes, you should have to go with some backup plan out about your businesses. Then and then you can present your ideas. Meanwhile, आपके existing businesses का जो भी A to Z, you should have to discuss with them how your business future will grow. Same thing you should have to present in front of them. Then and then, क्योंकि आपके customers कौन से हैं, आपके product कौन सी होगी, उसकी price कितनी होगी, आपके competitors कितने होंगे, आपका प्रॉफिट कितना होगा, वो प्रॉफिट से आप क्या प्लान आउट कर रहे हो, या लॉस होगा तो क्यों होगा, दैट ऑल द थिंग्स मींस आई वुड नॉट से दैट आपको लॉस ही दिखाना है, बट यस इट बिकॉज़ यू आर प्रेजेंटिंग द फ्यूचर इन फ्रंट ऑफ द at present, and future is totally uncertain, but yes, when you are presenting your idea, so yes, you should be positive, because once you give the positive things to someone, so persons will definitely willing to sponsor the funds. Another is about the sources of funding is about the incubators. We can also say call it accelerators, like CII, IIM Ahmedabad, Amitya Innovation Incubators, Khosla Labs, Cisco Launchpads, iCreate, First India Based, then Angel Prime Cultivating Success, Agri Business Incubator of ICRISAT, Agri and Food Business Incubator at AU. As I said, that I am one of the experts members in the financial, also in the at our Anand Agriculture University for the startup financial committee members. So I have come across with the more than 50 startup owners when they are coming out. So yes, we are helping to them. Then D Labs, you can also see I am Bangalore's, you can NSRCL, then 10,000 startups. Miss, these are the incubators which will help to the miss how they can help to the startups. So these are the different points are there, like help with the business pages for the providing seed fundings, they providing the network opportunities, they continuously in arranging the conference, seminar, workshops. So they are inviting the different owners. So you can also contact meanwhile at the time angel investors, some of the banks, some of the venture capital firms are there. So they are providing some platforms where you can also develop your network. You can approach the fundings for the fundings. Then they can also help for the marketing assistance, accounting and financial management assistance, access to bank loan funds and guarantee programs, help with presentation skill, because one of the main point is that presentation skill, how you are presenting your idea with the effective way. It is one of the important aspects when you are presenting your ideas in front of the investors. So they will definitely check how you effectively you are presenting in front of them your ideas. then connection to higher education resources, connections to strategic partners, access to angel investors or venture capitalists, comprehensive business training programs, advisory board and mentors, management team identification कि भाई आपको कौन सी टीम में किसको इन्वॉल्व करना है, क्या क्या आप किस हिसाब से किस एक्सपर्ट्स को आपकी टीम में इंकॉर्पोरेट कर सकते हो, वो किस हिसाब से आपको बेनिफिट होगा, हेल्प विद द बिजनेस एटिकेट्स, टेक्नोलॉजी कमर्शियलाइजेशन असिस्टेंस, हेल्प विद द रेगुलेटरी कंप्लायंस, आईपीआर इस इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी में आपके पेटेंट है या कॉपीराइट्स है तो आपको कैसे फाइल करना है, किस हिसाब से आप किसको अप्रोच करोगे, क्या क्या फॉर्मेलिटीज है, मींस they will provide each and every aspect, legal counsels. So in this way, incubators and accelerators will providing the help to the startups for the funding purpose. Another point is about raise funds by winning the different competitions. As I said कि भाई एक sources है कि भाई जो भी startup है कोई means they can also get the fundings from the different when they are participating in the different events. So they can also earn some good amounts from that competition. And meanwhile, मैं दूसरा आपको एक चीज यहाँ पे बताना चाहता हूँ कि जो भी ये कंपटीशन होती है तो वहां पे भी द वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट फंड फर्म है या एंजल इन्वेस्टर्स है या बैंक के अथॉरिटीज है, they are there. So definitely the chance, it is, we can say indirectly, you can also approach to them, and once they click the idea, so the chances of the more fundings you can get from that also. So here, like you can see here the Tech Talk 2015, the 10th National Innovation Challenge, then calling all investors, Startup India, Investment India's SDG Global Startup Competitions, Innovation Grant, Makeup Startup Ideas Works, then High Pitch National Startup Competitions. So yes, they are providing the stages, you can present your business ideas, and yes, you can once you win, suppose you will going to be win the so you can get some good amounts of funds, and you can, this is one of the ways you can raise the funds. And as I said, indirectly you can also get lots of benefits from it, because they are providing the one stage where you can also develop your network. And again, I am repeating that your network is your net worth. Another sources of funding is about the government schemes. So yes, our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi's vision Startup India is really working really very well. And as in the these different schemes are there through which the persons are willing to, means they can identify the businesses, they can approach it, and yes, they can get very good amount of fundings from the government also. So some of the schemes are there. So here is first is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. So persons, the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, this I just highlight only some of the points, is launched by the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi on April 8, 2015 for providing loans up to 10 lakh to non-corporate, non-firms, small micro enterprise. Another is Aspire, a scheme for promotional of innovation, rural industry and entrepreneurships. It is another schemes. You can also go for the e-biz portals, Stand Up India, miss different amounts are there, like between you can get the facilities from the bank loan from 10 lakh to 1 crore rupees. Another is Atal Innovation Missions, then small business innovation research initiatives, then credit guarantee trust funds for micro and small enterprise. You can also go for the you can also go for the credit link capital subsidy for the technology and upgradation. You can also go for the incubation centers, dairy processing and infrastructure development funds. This each and every scheme, some specific sector wise, specific amount you can approach with. In some of the schemes without collateral you can approach, and you can get good amount from it at initial stage. You can start your businesses. Another sources of fundings, as I mentioned, that's a crowdfunding. As the crowdfunding is in India, it's a very in India, it's a, we can say it's a in at initial stages there, but in Western countries, this is the very good stage for getting the good for amount of funds for the businesses as well as some social needs. So crowdfunding, as the name suggests, asks the crowd to give fund for specific project, business, social ventures, etc. Small amount of funds can be raised from a large number of investors by launching fundraising campaign, which are accompanied by strong advertising and run for specific period. These fundraising projects are executed through crowdfunding platforms, social media, etc. Means we can see here that each platforms, means when you are approaching the different cloud funds platform, so here you have to keep in mind that different sections of the markets, they have, each and every platforms have the different sections of their market. Means it's include they providing the fundings in terms of equity, debt, and reward based crowdfundings. Charity crowdfunding is the largest segment of crowdfunding in India. In India, crowdfunding for startup either has to be in the form of donation-based funding or debt-based funding. Startup cannot get the crowdfunding as an equity-based. It's on the SEBI's working paper is also working on that. And entrepreneur must understand the rules and regulation of this platform before jumping in with the crowdfunding projects. Which are the different platforms are there? I'm just discussing with you. Yes, these are some of the different platforms are there. Fuel Dreams, Dream Wallet, Crowdera, Rangde, Milap, Keto, Westberry, Impact Guru, Kickstarter, Catapult, Pulit, then GoFundMe, Indiegogo, Fundlin, the Hotstar, Kiva, Seed and Spark, Innopeat, Start 51s. So these are the some of the crowdfunding platforms there the business or CIS can approach for the fundings. Meanwhile, as I said that each and every platforms having the specific segments, only and only you should have to keep in mind, and later on you should have to go with your ideas. Just I'm giving the one idea about the Fuel a Dream. So campaigns, they are inviting that yes, you can approach to them for the fundings. So you should have to come for that, start your campaign, how it will be work. So it should be in some specified time periods. So you should have to provide some basic information, story details, miss what you would like to do, rewards, what are the rewards you can earn and you can provide it, who are your team members, what is your receipt, key links, and you just submit it. And yes, your idea click with a certain time periods, your with the certain time periods, your your funds requirements will be released. And yes, if people are interested on it, then definitely the chances of fundings is definitely there. So yes, this is all about this session. Just I go for the recap. So which are the points I have discussed with you about the different sources of fundings. Meanwhile, miss before approaching to the investors, so which are the points you should have to keep in mind while approaching to all the investors. So this is all about from my side. Thank you for your kind attention. And yes, if you have any query or doubts, you can ask. Yes, Pradeep sir.
Thank you. What a marvelous session. Participant, if you have any questions regarding the topic, you can ask here. Sir is here for answering for that. I am giving the permission to unmute yourself. If you have any question, you can ask. The session is very, very informative in terms of how to get the fund for early stage startup or the startup, if someone has some idea which can be very fruitful for owner as well as the society. And if we just keep all those points in a summarized way, then in general, we can ask for the fund from our saving. We can ask the fund Sir, there is a question from Dr. Priyank Singh, sir. How to be confident that the idea we want to work upon will generate results?
Can you please repeat the question?
Question is how to be confident that the idea we want to work upon will generate the results?
Yes, the answer is, I think, sir, I already given in my presentation also. The way effectively you just give the answer of the investors that will click their idea. If your idea will click, then definitely the chances of fundings you can definitely get. So आप कौन सा बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो, वो बिजनेस का फ्यूचर क्या होगा, meanwhile you can also go for the आप ये आपकी जो भी प्रोडक्ट है उसका मार्केट क्या होगा, आपने वो पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट के लिए मार्केट रिसर्च क्या किया है, आपको टोटल कितना फंडिंग चाहिए, आपका वो जो ऑपरेशन स्टार्ट होगा तो किस हिसाब से होगा. That you, if you are clear about each and every aspect, then definitely the chances of fundings you can, it's more.
Yeah, I think Priyank Singh sir had got the answer for the question he asked. Thank you, Priyank sir. Yesterday, I along with some people visit to IIC regional meet in Lucknow at AKTU, and we met a startup owner there. He is somewhere from agri-tech business, and he just say a single specific word: we have idea, we want to succeed in it, but we don't think about a future plan for that, so that
Yes,
it can be a successful one. And approx less than 4% startup are scalable or sustainable, but approx 95 to 97% are dump out very soon, because we just made a particular product and then we search the consumer. So as I personal opinion is there, like if we think about the real time problem, not like someone is working same time same thing and we are doing the same thing, then obvious there is a market, and certain market will come to you when you are having a certain USP, a certain specific feature with you, right? Am I right, sir, Mahesh sir?
yes, yes.
So we must ensure the idea should be the solution of a particular problem. If we are having the problem solution, it's working. Participant, is there any other question that may be asked?
And meanwhile, as you sir rightly said, I have made around more than 50, 60 startup owners. So yes, at initial stage, कि उनको क्या करना है, बिजनेस आइडिया तो लेके आते हैं, but then after, what should be the future? Yes, some lacunas are there, so that kind of clarity should be there कि भाई उनको वो बिजनेस का फ्यूचर कौन सी इंडस्ट्री के साथ बिलोंग करता है, वो इंडस्ट्री में आगे क्या कुछ हो सकता है, how they are differently from the existing players, then definitely the chances of success ratio is more higher. Because when we see that out of this very late startups, इस स्टार्टअप तो स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, बट उसका जो सक्सेस रेशियो है वो आगे जाके बहुत कम हो जाता है. So
it majorly depend on the USP of the product and the base of the consumer also. If the people are not interested in that particular product, then automatically it is not going to be sustained in the market.
yes, definitely.
Participant, any question from your side, or shall we go for the next one?
Yes, I request participants to ask the questions. Hope whatever the points I have discussed, it is very useful to all of you. Because initially stage, Pradeep sir has just, when I have interacted with the Pradeep sir, so Pradeep sir says that you just focus on the angel investors and venture capitalists. Yes, I have tried to cover the angel investors and venture capitalists, but meanwhile, when as a startup owners, the persons are looking, so in front of there, yes, there are different sources of finance are available. So how angel investors and venture capitalists definitely there, but yes, meanwhile, which are the different sources of finance are available in front of there, they should also have to know. So that is why I have said incorporate each and every components in this presentation and in this talk also, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The entire presentation cover all those points which a new entrepreneur or startup owner should know from where they get the fund for to run their particular project.
Again, miss, like students are there, faculties are there. Again, in my presentation also, in my talk also, I have repeated again this some of the point. One line is that your network is your net worth. If you develop it, miss, at different stages, yes, it will be one way or other way, it will be help lot.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely right. So now the time for vote of thanks. First of all, I am very thankful to sir for enlightening us with your kind words of wisdom. Sir is complete entire presentation based on the financial requirement of the early stage startup or VC or angel investors. And sir cover the financial requirement can be covered with the your own savings by your friends and family, by angel investors, by venture capitalists, by business loans you can take from the bank or some other financial agencies. You can approach to the incubators so that they can incubate and accelerate your startup. You can ask from the government schemes so that you can get a certain fund in terms of fund as a loan or in terms of fund as a grant. And you can find your funding from crowdfunding tactics. So by this, I, Pradeep Kumar Verma, on behalf of my college and entire fraternity of the college, first of all, spread my most sincere thanks to the Lord God. On my behalf, I extend very heartily word of thanks to today's esteemed speaker, Dr. Mahesh Kumar R. Prajapati, Head Department of Financial Management, International Business Management Institute, Anand Agricultural University, Anand, Gujarat, Bharat, who spread their busy schedule with us from his schedule and grace the occasion. I sincerely express my gratitude to Honorable Chancellor Sri Suresh Jain ji, Group Vice Chairman Sri Manish Jain ji, esteemed member of TMU Board of Governors Sri Akshay Jain ji, for their valuable guidance. I express sincere thanks to the Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Raghuvir Singh, Registrar Dr. Aditya Sharma ji, Associate Dean Ma'am Dr. Manjula as a President IIC TMU and Associate Dean for the university. I especially thanks to the person who has been the backbone of the event, Professor
तो
Dr.
जितना
R.K.
भी एम्प्लॉय है यहाँ पे आपसे शशांक सर, सुधांशु सर,
Sorry for interruption. I am also thankful to Dr. Vipin Kumarji for backend support. It is not possible to thank everyone for such an appreciating involvement and the willingness they have expressed in finish the task. So on behalf of FOE, I thank one and all who is directly, indirectly involved in the making this session in great success. We thank you for being with us. It has been remained Pran's pleasure. Have a great day ahead.
Yes,
Here, again, I am thank you to Dr. Mahesh, sir.
thank you, Pradeep sir. So from my miss, to always interact with the at the TMU is really a pleasure for me. So I'm also very much thankful to Vice Chancellor sir, Registrar sir, Associate Dean Madam, then R.K. Trivedi sir, Pradeep sir, and earlier also I have this Pankaj sir, Gulista madam. So I'm very much thankful to each and every staff members for inviting me and for providing me a chance to discuss with all of you. Okay, and in future also, if any help is required, I'm ready to provide my best to all. Thank you, sir. From my side.
Thank you, Mahesh sir. Thank you for your kind words and your kind support for the session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Dear participant, there is a feedback link available in your chat box. Kindly fill it ASAP. It will be open for next 1 to 2 hours, and then after we will close it. Thank you, Mahesh sir.
Just if I also would like to know the feedback from the participants.
Yeah,
So,
sure. I will, sir. I will.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I leave, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. Dear participant, the feedback link is available in your chat box. You can fill it ASAP. Certificate will be delivered to you all in next 48 hours. Dear participant, feedback link is available in your chat box. Kindly fill it. Dear participant, feedback link is available in your chat box. Kindly fill it ASAP. We will share your certificate in next 48 hours. Thank you everyone to give your valuable time with us, and we'll meet in next session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Now I am closing the meeting.